you know, it finally is like happening now. Like it's real. Like we could say it's real. We could say we're pregnant. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm finally able to say these words after like, I don't even know how long. I know you guys are probably like, damn, it's about time this girl came out with a video, but I'm happy to be back. I'm trying to stay on top of filming, so please keep me accountable, guys. Please do. So I'm super excited about today's topic. Before we get into that though, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you're a subscriber of mine already, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sure you were like so shocked to see me come up on the thing. Like, okay, like, it was about time, is what it is. Make sure you ding that notification bell so that you can keep up with the videos that I have coming up. Like I said, I'm trying to be more consistent with my videos. So yes, hit the bell. So already, if you can tell from this title, it's gonna be a chit chat video, just kind of like a life update. I'm super excited to tell you guys all about this. I honestly can't even believe it myself that I'm a mom. Honestly, it's like crazy. So yeah, just to say, this video is gonna be like super chill. I'm gonna be doing my makeups, but I won't be, you know, like, oh, I use this and I'm using this now. And, you know, I'm not going to stop and do any of those details unless maybe I might, you know, I might get so into it and be like, y'all, this, I don't know. But it's not going to be like that. I don't know if y'all heard that. That was my husband. But it's not going to be like that. It's going to be a real chill video, chit chat. We're just going to have a conversation here, and everything that I use, I will put down in the description box below. So you will be able to see what products I use. So, okay, my skin is already prepped as far as like moisturizer. That's all I have on my face right now. I use the, look at me, I'm doing it now. I use the Good Molecules. This is their silicone-free primer. It's like a moisturizing primer, which is really good if that's something that you're looking for, something around, something like this, you know? The basics, priming, all that good jazz. So let's just jump right into the story. So basically, guys, if you guys don't know, I am married. I have been with my husband Chris for 10 years. We started dating June 5th, 2011. Literally right around the time I got done with high school. We knew each other in high school, so it was just, you know, really amazing to kind of see our growth. And now like we're at this point where we got married and we finally had our first baby girl, Miss Amari. And don't worry, I'm gonna put a picture of her up right here so that you guys can see, maybe like a picture video just so you guys can see her. She's so cute. She's too cute. I know you guys wanted also for me to come out with a video as far as like my labor and delivery. Let me know if you want to see that down below in the comments. Let me know if that's what you want to see. So basically, Chris and I wanted to kind of have the chance before we had our first kid to really like enjoy one another's company. We kind of wanted to take that whole thing slow as far as like before starting a family, just to be able to kind of at least have a year under our belt with one another. Because what some of you guys may not know, Chris and I did not stay together before we were married, like a few weeks or so. But you know, so we wanted to be able to enjoy living with one another for a year before thinking about having a baby. But we knew we wanted kids. We knew we wanted a baby. Duh. So by the time we hit our, let me think, by the time we got about a year or so in, like year and a half or so, like I would say more and more conversation about it was happening. And we were just like, you know, okay, what would it be like? What are the goals? What are the thoughts? So this, you know, getting pregnant was definitely planned. for us, which I think that worked for our family. So we wanted to plan it out and just make sure kind of like our ducks in a row before bringing a baby into the world. So by the time we were ready, it was last year. That's when we really were like, okay, we're ready to see a child in the home. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're prepared to have this baby. Like, I think, you know, I think we can do it now. So it was just super exciting to start having that conversation and for it to be like real. Now it's like real. We're really in like the thick of the conversation, what we're gonna do, you know, all that jazz. Well, how we gotta plan, how we gotta this, that, and the third. Well, we wanted to start officially trying in, I wanna get it right. I think we officially wanted to start trying June. Let me think. No, I want to say it was July. Anything that listen, y'all, I still have mom brain. That's a thing. So anything that I don't remember, I will just put down here somewhere that you can see. So I think it was in July that we decided that we were going to go ahead and just start officially. So by the time that month hit, I was doing what any woman who wants to try to have a baby is going to do. You're gonna, you know, try to pay attention to when you're ovulating, you know, that whole thing. Now, I made the mistake of like really trusting in these period tracker apps. Those things are absolute trash and inaccurate. Okay, I was like, how is this not working? And I just think those are just, the apps are just a little, I don't think they work. So we have some people, so like the gym that my husband and I go to, there was another couple, the owner there and his wife were also in the planning process of that. And, or no, by this time, she was already pregnant. No, maybe, I'm not sure. But one of the two, she had told me about this thing called pre-mom. Now I'm gonna show you guys here in a second what that is. So basically it tells you about your fertility, if it's high, if it's low, your HCG levels, all kinds of things. It has a period tracker in there. It gives you all that information. And so basically I had to buy these sticks that I had to pee on from Amazon. It comes like with this kit. And so I would basically take it and it would let me know like if, you know, it's peak time, like we're ready, like this is the day, we need to get it crack-a-lacking so we can have this baby. So I can be pregnant. So basically we started trying in July. I need to get it right, okay? We basically started trying in July, and then by the time it was August, I was already pregnant. We have, you know, I've been utilizing the pre-mom, peeing on the sticks, the whole shebang. I think that when I was in July, I didn't really have too many days where I felt like I was really at like what would be considered like a high peak. A lot of times it was low, and I'm not gonna act like it wasn't a little discouraging because, you know, it was, but nonetheless, we always just kept trying and trying and trying, even if it said it was low, just to, you know, just to be, I guess, 100% sure. So we kept trying in July. I think I had only one day in July that was considered a high day. And even then, I did not end up pregnant. Well, when it got to August, it was around the week of my birthday. And in that week, I had a day that was like, you know, ding, 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 get to it. Get it right, get it tight, okay? And it just happens, and I think this is just how life is so funny, but that day, the day before that, you know, we did the thing or whatever, right? That next day is when I had the high peak day. That morning I peed on the stick. Well, I was like, all right. I was so hyped. I know, Chris, like I was so turned. Like, let's, you know, we gotta make it do what it does. And so basically, let's just say it didn't happen, okay? So we were like, you know, I think we were just, you know, it's a lot. Like when you're trying to plan a baby, it's like, it's a lot trying to get pregnant. It's a lot of work to just, your mindset has to, it becomes a chore. Like, I don't even know how else to say it, but you know, like you gotta put it on a to-do list. Like you gotta make sure you get it in. Like I was saying, you know, we ended up not doing it. So, oh, that's what I was saying. So it ended up not happening how we wanted it to happen, which, you know, unfortunately sometimes, like when you're trying to get pregnant, you know, you take all those days that you can, like they're so important. And when you miss out on that opportunity, you know, it could be a little frustrating. So, you know, like any couple, a little argument, blah, 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 the whole time, your girl was already pregnant. So the pregnancy hormone kicked in day one. I was already pregnant, so I was so sad. I'm like, oh my gosh, we missed the day. You know, that whole thing. All right, so boom. Birthday comes around, we went out, we had a nice birthday dinner for me. Fast forward September. Now this is Chris's birthday month. So September, like the week that, one thing, okay, let me say this. One thing about me, I do not miss a period, okay? My period is on time. She is always here to deliver, okay? She is always on time, never late. So it's the week of my period. Oh, in the world. I'm just setting my lids here. So it's the week of my period and day one, period tracker app. The day one comes and it didn't come, right? So I was like, okay, you know, maybe it's just acting a little wonky because I'm off the birth control. Because I got off my birth control like literally the day, because I was on a pill. So I got off my birth control the last day in June so that we can start trying in July. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just being a little weird because I'm, you know, finally not taking the birth control. So it's just adjusting. Like that was just my mindset. Like I didn't even think, I couldn't even think anything else. I just knew that that was what made the most sense. So I was just like, okay, that's what it is. Day two comes. I still don't get my period. So now I'm kind of like, no. Like, no, there's no way, bro. So second day comes and I'm already like telling Chris like, my period didn't come. You know, like, I don't know, Chris. I'm like, I don't know. I keep saying, I don't know. And he's just like telling me, relax. He's so chill. So he's like, relax. There's like, you know, just wait. It could be a little late. Like, you know, you just got off the birth control. You know, like he's trying to convince me to chill. Which, you know, I can appreciate because I really didn't want to hype myself up. But then I also kind of was like, I know my body though. Like, I literally know my body. Like I know I should have my period right now. Like there's no way. This time we had just got a new primary care doctor, right? So I had to have a checkup with them, you know, basically, you know, basic routine adulting vibes. You know the vibes. So I had already had to have a checkup with the primary care doctor. that same week as well that I had the checkup with the primary care doctor, I also had a wedding I had to work. So I go to the primary care doctor. Let me give you guys the exact date. Okay, I got the date finally, right? Okay, and so I had that appointment on September 23rd, 2020. So I had that appointment and I literally was just telling Chris, I was like, you know, maybe I'm gonna just tell him, maybe I think I am. And Chris is like, babe, if you want to, you can, but I don't know. And and now I know that Chris was more so like that because he almost couldn't believe it, like, you know, which, I mean, I can understand, like, I can understand feeling like that too. So I have my appointment, it goes good. He asked me like a certain question and I said, oh, actually, I think I might be pregnant. So he goes, okay, let's do a test. Also, guys, those other 2 times, and Chris knows this now, so I was like, should I take a test? Should I take a test? Should I take a test? I was like freaking out so bad. I went to go buy tests and I never took them because I was just like, I couldn't bring myself to it. Like, I was like, oh my God, what if it says that I am? Like, you know, I was like freaking out about it so much, but I had bought me some tests just to have in the house because, you know, like, you know, you gotta have some on deck, but I could never take them. So I was like, when I finally told him and he was like, let's do this, I was like, like, it was like that. Okay, so he does it, you know, the doctor way. He does blood work, the whole shebang. And I'm like, okay. He's like, all right, well, you know, we've been a little hectic these past few weeks. We don't think that we're gonna be able to get you the results so soon. So you may be able to see the results come Monday. So I'm like, okay, cool, no worries. No worries at all. Now comes the 24th. Now, keep up with me, September 24th, 2020. So now comes the 24th. This is the wedding I had to work. In the middle of the wedding, like kind of towards the end of the wedding, I get a missed call from the doctor's office. Obviously, I'm the kind of person, like, when I'm working, especially if it's a wedding, but in general, I'm the kind of person, I don't like to answer my phone. So I saw the call and I was just like, okay, I'll be sure to call him back. Immediately, I'm feeling like butterflies. I'm like, oh, you know, like, I'm freaking out, yo. I'm freaking out because all I could think is like, what if he says I'm pregnant? Like, what if he says that? Like, what if he says that? Like, what if he says that? Like, that's all I can think is like, what if he says that? So I'm like, woo wait. Like, I can't wait to call him one time out this bit. So Chris ends up sending me a text and he's like, hey, did the doctor try to call you? And I'm like, yeah, why? And all I could think in my head was, I hope he did not tell Chris if I'm pregnant or not. Like, he better not have done that. So I was like, yeah, I saw he called me, but I'm working. Why? What's up? You know, hoping Chris doesn't say anything. He says, oh, no, I don't know. He just said when you get a chance to call him about. I don't know what he's calling about. Do you? No. I don't know why he calling either. Stay up out of my business. Okay? So then, you know, I had to finesse the bag like, oh, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. Okay, so I finally finished the wedding and I'm just like, it's the time. My bad, y'all. If I hear a little noise in the background, it might be my refrigerator running. I'm not sure if it's loud or not, but I just want to put that out there. But anywho, what I wanted to say was, if I didn't say what kind of look I was going for also, it's just something like a berry kind of look. I just wanted to do something a little fun. I barely do my makeup these days anyway, so I just wanted to do something a little nice, a little fun. Oh, Lord. I'm like, finished the wedding, I wrapped up, and I am ready. I am prepared to call him, see what he has to say to me. I'm super nervous. I'm like freaking out. I call him, I'm like, hey, it's Erica, how are you? He goes, hi, it's Dr. You know, whatever, I'm not gonna say his name. But he's like, it's Doctor, and I'm just, you know, giving you a call. how are you doing today? How are you feeling? You know, he's giving me like the little preliminary, you know, he's trying to like butter me up, but that's not what I want. What's the results? I need to know them now. So he's like, how's your day going? I'm like, it's good. I'm having a pretty good day. He said, well, that's great. I'm happy to hear that. What'd you do today? I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is this? So I'm like, you know, I'm like, well, I just finished working a wedding. That's about it. I'm about to head home. He said, all right, well, you know, hopefully you get some more of those jobs in the future because you're gonna need that money. I'm like, what? He's like, you're gonna need the money because you're pregnant. Y'all, no lie. I'm at the Pink Show Resort in Fort Myers doing a wedding in their parking lot, yelling like, what? Oh my God. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm pregnant. Y'all, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm like turned up, lit. I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe we thought. It's so funny because when you are trying, you really make things seem like it's the be all end all, because, you know, if I didn't get pregnant that month, it's not the end of the world. Like, you know what I mean? You could try again, try again, try again, try again, try as many times as, you know, is right for you. And you know, we had just started trying, like literally just started trying. I didn't think, you know, I thought it was gonna take my body some time anyways because I had just got off birth control. So I was like, I'm definitely gonna need some time to regulate before I could even be like, oh, I'm pregnant. Like, so I wasn't gonna get too discouraged. Like, I didn't know how to act. Like, I'm in here, I'm really outside walking around with a baby in me. Like, you, what can you say? Like, what is you telling me? Like, I'm the one, not the two. Right now, I'm telling the doctor, thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear this amazing news. I can't wait to tell my husband. Like, I was so excited, guys. Like, literally so excited. I could not believe it. Like, I couldn't believe it. And honestly, it was really great. It was just, that was a great day overall because I was having a great day with the bride. Everything was going awesome. It was just a good day, and my day finished early. Like, I couldn't wait to get home. I know Chris was home, so it was great. All right, so literally I'm like, okay, I gotta do something. I gotta do something to make this moment special. So I finally am like, okay, let me go to Target. I'm thinking about what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So I'm like, okay, let me go to Target. Go to Target. I literally am like driving so fast on my way to Target because I'm really trying to hurry up and rush home. Like, I can't wait to share the news. So I'm rushing home and rushing home. So I'm rushing to Target and I go into their baby section. Once I get there, I'm like, I gotta find something that's like neutral, gender neutral, that's cute, you know, that's, you know, something. So I can be like, Chris, you're about to be a daddy. So I'm like, okay, what can I get? So I go into the baby section and I get some little booties. They're so stinking cute. Cutest little booties ever. And I'm like, and we still have them. Like, I literally still have them. That's gonna be a memory of mine forever. And so on the 24th, because that's the day I finally told them we're pregs. So on the 24th, I get home. I finally am done at Target getting what I need to get. And I'm on my way home. And I'm like, okay. I'm like taking a breather in the car. Y'all, I'm dramatic. Okay? I need a breather clearly for everything. So I'm like, okay. This is it. This is the moment. This is it. This is what we're doing. So I'm like, okay, like, let's do it. So I head inside. This requires a little focus. So I'm like, all right, go inside. And it's like mad quiet in the house. I'm like, what is he doing? Like, in my head, I was just thinking to myself, like, what is he doing? Because I expected him to just be awake or something. And so it's real quiet in here. I'm like, okay, maybe he's upstairs handling something in the office. So I head upstairs, and when I walk into the office, he's not in there. And then I go into the bedroom, he is knocked. Like when I say knocked out cold, knocked out in a good and juicy nap. It had to be a good nap. So I'm like, he's getting woken up. Like there's no way I'm waiting for this. So I literally am like, Chris, you know, trying to wake him up. Like, Chris, I'm like, babe, like shaking him. I'm like, babe, you know, shaking. I'm trying to get him to get up, give me some. Listen, y'all, he wasn't giving me nothing, child. He could have been half dead for all I know. So then I was like, babe. He's like, you know, that annoying sound, like, leave me alone. So I'm like, babe. And he's literally like, what? But he's talking to me underneath the covers. And I'm just like literally waiting for him to wake up. I have the little booties. I should have brought them down here. I have the little booties in my hand, holding them over him, waiting for him to kind of like take himself from up under the covers to look at me. And I'm not the kind of person to bother Chris in his sleep. So it was just so funny to me. I know he was so aggravated. Like, what does she want? So finally, at some point, he uncovers it. And he's like, what? And his eyes just like locked to the booties. And I'm like, you not ready to be a dad? No, Chris loses his mind. When I say loses his mind, losing his mind. Yeah. First of all, why are you yelling like that? Like, it's just so funny to me. Like, why are you yelling like a crazy person like that? Like, so excited to be a dad. And that was probably... that was like the best thing to, you know, like, that was just like the best feeling ever. You know what I mean? To know like how excited he was to, you know, for this. And, you know, it finally is like happening now. Like it's real. Like we could say it's real. We could say we're pregnant. Oh, we were just literally so excited. We're just like sitting there like in disbelief, in full-on disbelief. We can't believe it. We're so grateful. We're thanking God. We're just like elated. At this point, you know, you would think the next thing to do is to just tell all your loved ones. Lord have mercy. Was that the hardest thing to keep from them, guys? Like to tell them about me being pregnant? Because me and Chris really wanted to be sure like everything was a-okay. Like, you know, you never want to, I guess for us, we just kind of feel like you never want to tell too early because, you know, it's unfortunate, but some women can miscarry pretty early on, you know, and I just didn't want to rev anyone up. And then, you know, like, I don't want to use the word disappointed, but be saddened that possibly it didn't follow through. So we were very careful with that. It took everything in me to not tell my mom, to not tell my best friend, to not tell my sister. Like, I was literally dying on the inside. Okay, I'm gonna put my lashes on real quick. So y'all, literally when I say it took everything within me to not say anything to my family, my friends, my loved ones, like, bro, hardest thing ever. But honestly, it was really the best decision, just to kind of like, you know, I think in a sense, play it safe. But anywho, once I got the chance to tell my family and friends, y'all, that was just everything. That was just everything to me. Just seeing everyone's reaction, they were so happy. And it's so funny because people will really be like, where's the baby? 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 You know, because we have been together at that point, it was 7 years, 8 years. Like, you know, a really long time. So I'm happy we kind of did it at the pace that we did. I think it just works out for us. But nonetheless, super exciting, super blessed. So basically, that is how your girl found out she was pregnant. I mean, really amazing. Honestly, that was like so amazing for the year, like for that to be how the year was. Like, oh man, like we were really like, I keep saying we were so hoping to have that come to life for us, and for it to actually happen meant the world, like meant the world to us. So we're super blessed. We can't complain. We're super thankful, grateful, honestly, to have the queen, Miss Amari. I have so many nicknames for her. That's my baby. That is my baby. She is just my everything. Love her to death, literally. But yes, that is the story of how I found out I was pregnant. I want to say some things here that I think will kind of help some other ladies out there if they're looking to, you know, try themselves. So I do highly recommend, this is not sponsored. Let me go ahead and say it now. This is not a sponsored video, okay? This is just me wanting to share how much pre-mom really helped me. When she recommended that to me, it sounded really good. Like I hopped all over it. You can find the box for it on Amazon, and then they have all the information you need there as far as like how it works. But why am I using this? I don't want to use that. I want to use this. But basically, once I, you know, got the box, it was super self-explanatory. It comes in there with like, no, let me not lie. It does not come with any pee cups for you. You have to purchase your own. So I did purchase my own pee cups. Like I just bought them on Amazon the same time I made the order for the pre-mom. So I do recommend purchasing some pee cups because it's not going to come with any if you think it does. And so once I purchased that, I was, you know, I kind of read through everything, and I just love how they have it set up so well. Like it's so easy to use. From right now, I could tell that it's definitely advanced, because even when I just tried to log into my account, it looks completely different. Like they must have updated it or whatever. But I think that's like one of the best apps to utilize if you are looking to try and conceive. I would say it's the most accurate one that I've used. I don't know what it is about the, there's something on there. I don't know what it is about the period tracker apps. I don't know if it's like you have to pay for the app for it to be better, because I don't know, it could be me, maybe it's just me, and maybe I don't see the benefit, but I've never paid for a period tracking app. When I do have a different app now, because I didn't really like the app I used before, but the app that I was utilizing was M Cycles. It was called M Cycles, and it just it didn't give me the accuracy that I needed. So I highly recommend Pre-Mom or something like it. Or if you, I'm not sure what other way you can make sure you know when you're ovulating or whatnot. But I know that definitely worked for me. So I do highly recommend that. I did take a pregnancy test. I do think I have a picture of it. I kept the test, like I kept it, but you know, after a certain amount of time, the battery like dies. So right now it doesn't even say anything on there at all, which is fine. But I did take a pregnancy test. I know that they told me, oh, I was pregnant. I just wanted to see it. Like I wanted to see it on a stick. I wanted to still feel like I had the stick experience. I still wanted to feel like I had that experience. So I did pee on a stick and take a picture. Listen, I was just so excited about that. Around, let me think. I think probably about, I think I wanted to make it past, I can't even remember how many weeks it was exactly, but there was a certain amount of time that Chris and I wanted to just wait it out before we even like opened our mouths and said anything to anybody. Like, we really waited a certain amount of time. I can't even remember how long it was, but I know it was definitely a few weeks. Y'all, let me tell you something. So my best friend, right? So my best friend, her name is Tavia. Love her to death. She basically knew, like, she knew we were trying, like, she knew. Y'all, she would come to her lash appointments, because I do her lash extensions. She would come to her lash appointments and basically be like, so I'm like, no, girl, and just pregnant the whole time. That, listen, and then having to come home and tell Chris, like, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me by not letting me tell this girl that I'm pregnant. Do you know that? Do you know that you are killing me by not letting me tell her that I'm pregnant? Y'all, that was like the hardest thing, to like sit around and try to like save face. 10 out of 10 don't recommend, bro. I just know the next time I'm pregnant, I ain't keeping no secrets, okay? I ain't keeping no secrets. I am definitely gonna have to tell. Definitely gonna have to tell somebody. What? Oh my gosh, like, okay, so let me tell you some other stories, and at some point we're gonna be able to kind of go through the reaction videos. It's just funny because so many things about like the fact that you're pregnant, you're just excited for. You're like thinking about all the things you want to get and do, but like, honestly guys, you really won't know like these things until like you're pregnant, as far as like your needs, or until after you have the baby. There's so many things that I was just like, you know, they'll tell you, oh yeah, use this, it's great. Okay, so like, for example, when I was pregnant, most moms, they get like those pregnancy pillows. I didn't have one of those, right? I didn't necessarily need one. I think I was like fine, but I did at one point need one that kind of like sat in between my thighs. I don't know how to explain it, but like it would just kind of help me sleep a little bit better. I wish that thing worked for me. I really do. It just did not. Like, it just did not do. It wasn't giving the girls what it needed to give. And me, I think I was already just so annoyed with the fact that, I mean, I was so excited to be pregnant, but the fact that I'm a stomach sleeper. So the fact that you're telling me I can't sleep how I want to sleep no more, that is what did it for me. I was so aggravated with that. I couldn't stand it. But at some point, you know, you just kind of get adjusted to these things. Oh man, I couldn't wait until the day I was able to sleep on my belly, on my stomach again. What? Could not wait. Okay. So we're almost close. Like, we're almost done with this look. I hope you guys are enjoying the way it's coming out, because she is definitely coming together. I'm definitely feeling the way this looks. I feel like a lot of times, a lot of the looks I've been doing lately have been real, you know, like chill little looks. They've been chill, but I thought something like this would be a little fun for today's video. So I won't give you guys anything as, like, I'm not gonna give you guys anything as far as the things that happened to me like while I was my labor and delivery, but I'll just talk about like my pregnancy in general, and we can kind of talk about that while I try to wrap up here. So my pregnancy overall was just like, guys, 10 out of 10. It was the best. I was nauseous maybe the first, I think either week or 2 weeks. It just like, I don't know, it just had me feeling a little, you know what I mean? And if you've been, you know, if you've been pregnant before, you know that feeling. So that was just, I hated that. But I was just, you know, I had a pretty, I don't want to say negative, but I feel like that's the word I have to use, and I just have to come to the terms with the fact that I was a little negative. But I was a little negative about how I thought I would be when I got pregnant. I thought I was gonna be, I don't know, I just figured I was gonna get so extremely huge. I thought that and that was like my biggest fear, because I had already gained some weight, and then that year I was starting to lose it. So I was like, damn, you know, thinking about that. And I know for some people, like, that's the last thing they're thinking about, but this is just personal to me. Like, you know, I obviously the bigger picture here is that I was able to get pregnant, but that was just kind of the things that was going on through my mind. I thought, okay, like growing up, I've always had really bad periods. So I was like, okay, for sure, I'm gonna be sick. I know I'm gonna be sick. Like, I was just saying all these things, like, yeah, complete opposite. The entire pregnancy was just phenomenal. If the pregnancy was from God himself. The pregnancy was from God himself. I was literally not, I never threw up once, and I literally mean that. Never threw up once, and it's not something to brag about. I'm just saying, because I think it's unfortunate if that's what you have to go through. Like, I feel so bad, but like, I'm just saying, like, my pregnancy in general was A1, and I think a lot of times it would be frustrating because people wouldn't let me be happy with the fact that my pregnancy was going well. I will say, being pregnant, the amount of people with their opinions, bro, that are unsolicited, like, first of all, I don't even care about you as a person. So why are you telling me what you think I should be doing? Why would I be taking any advice or information from you? Now, I know some people are very innocent in the sense of, you know, trying to be helpful, but I just don't understand the negativeness. Okay, I'll give you a couple of examples. So, like, I've had people, like, I've literally had someone say to me, well, just hope that when the baby gets there, that he sticks around and he tries to help you. And they're, you know, talking about my husband, and he tries to help you because mine, and they would just tell me, you know, these negative stories about their experience, which I think that sucks. I think that's horrible. I think that whoever that guy is should get hit by a bus. But that's just not my experience. And for it to kind of just be like, well, this is gonna happen to you, girl, because he not gonna be around. He gonna be in the thing, doing the thing and the thing. And it's just like, that's not how that's gonna work for me, because no. You know, like, everyone is a little bit different. Everyone's experience is a little bit different. Nobody's experience is gonna be one and the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel you, I hear you. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, but like, throughout my pregnancy, all I got was projection. People projecting onto me their views, their thoughts, like, and a lot of it to me, or some of it to me at least, was just too negative for me. Like, that's just too negative. I don't need that negative energy, you know? And then I would say, for me being pregnant, the top question that probably annoyed me the most: you're breastfeeding, right? You're gonna breastfeed, right? Are you gonna breastfeed? Have you been thinking about breastfeeding? I mean, wow. I do think there's some level of innocence, obviously. Like, I do think people are being innocent, but I don't know. That just wasn't something that, I feel like if you cool with me, you could ask me that. I'm talking about strangers, y'all. Like, literal strangers would just be like, you know, they see me, I'm pregnant. Oh, no. You think, are you gonna think about breastfeeding the baby? Like, what? Make sure you breastfeed because, and then they just foaming at the mouth with advice I don't care about. I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know you. I don't care. So I really dislike that. That was like, I really could not stand that. And I guess this is just how I feel about breastfeeding, and this is how I feel about the topic in general. And I'm gonna stand by this. I'm gonna stick beside it, okay? I personally feel like that's not a question you need to ask anybody. Nobody. I don't think that's a question you need to ask anybody, especially if they're not a relative of yours, a close friend of yours, or someone you know, like you guys talk to, or whatever title you want to give it. Confidant, bestie, I don't care. I just think if that's not the person, then you don't need to be asking people that, because you don't know what people are going through. Like, what if you're asking someone that who had breast cancer? Now, what are you gonna say? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm waiting for you to tell me what you're gonna say. Nothing, because you're gonna be looking stuck and looking dumb for not minding your own boobs. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I never found myself asking that question. I don't feel like that's my business. That's just not my business. And honestly, I don't care. I don't care if you do, if you don't. Like, I don't care. The baby will be fine either way. There are women out there who don't have that chance and that opportunity to breastfeed. So how are their babies walking around? Like, they're gonna be fine whether they're breastfed or not. I don't care what your view is on it. Okay, that's my view. The baby will be just fine. So that was probably one of the more aggravating things. I could not stand that. Or just like people giving me like these absolute horror stories of labor and delivery. You guys, that's not conducive. That is not conducive. I don't want to hear that. That makes me scared. That doesn't make me excited. And I don't want to, you know, I don't want to feel terrified. Like, yes, I do know that it is a hard situation, but like, I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say. Nonetheless, I had an amazing pregnancy. Amari was a good baby girl in there. She wasn't even one of those babies that would do all that extra stuff inside of you. All that jumping around stuff. She was super chill. She moved around, but she was not like, you know what I'm trying to say? She wasn't like that. She was such a chill baby in there. And let me think. I was able to eat everything I wanted. There was nothing that, well, I would say, okay, let me not say that. I got to eat everything I wanted. Nothing made me sick, but there were certain things that I just could not like take the smell of anymore. Oh my gosh. So like, we love salmon, but y'all, I had to tell Chris it's gonna be a no. That's gonna And like, even still right now, I could barely take fish. Not fish, let me say salmon. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know, I'm not crazy about it anymore like I used to be. But yeah, so I got to eat whatever I wanted. Hot Cheetos, hot fries, never had heartburn. I mean, Amari was just doing right by me, clearly. Clearly she has to do right by me, because look at me. I ain't even going nowhere. I'm going to pick up my daughter. Okay, let me, you know, do what I gotta do, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this story, a little bit about the pregnancy itself, and just kind of, you know, being able to watch me put this glam together. That was a fun little video. I can't wait for you guys to check out the next one. Like I said, let me know down in the comments below if you think you would be able to keep that secret. Like, do you think you'll be able to keep a secret like that? Or do you think that the moment you found out you were pregnant, or did you at the moment you found out you were pregnant tell somebody? So let me know down below. I want to hear what your stories are, but be sure to subscribe once again. I can't wait to share the next video with you guys. I'm not sure what I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna let you guys choose, just like you guys chose this video, and possibly do a poll on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on IG, make sure you are. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will check you guys out later. Peace.
What's up, sis?
What's up, B?
What's up, B? What's up, B?
You know I always gotta expose you when you around. You don't have no bag?
Nah, I'm coming right back.
Oh wow,
You know
that must have been easy. Come here, little
What's
piece.
up? Hey, what's going on?
Okay,
I
you got
missed you.
I know, me too. You got your breakfast. Now I gotta go get mine.
I know, right?
For me and the baby, cause I'm pregnant. I wanted to.
Are you for real?
No, I'm serious. I'm pregnant, bro.
Oh my god, I'm about to... Oh my god.
That's why I had to get on video. I was trying to buy you something for auntie or something, but I didn't have time.
Bro.
So I feel about to be on TV again.
Oh my god.
Wow! Congratulations! Wow! Congratulations, guys! I'm happy. I was looking for that. You know, I was telling her that too. I tell her, tell me, there's something going on. Yeah, I know it's something on the way. All my family, like on my mom's side, asked me, I know I got married. She didn't get pregnant. She didn't got no kids. I said, no, Alexander already got a kids. But I know she's on the way. She's searching for that and stuff like that. And that will come up by God. That will come up then when it's time, and it is time. Wow! Thank you. Thanks God.
Just open it up and read what it says.
Yeah?
Open it up and read what it says. Read the front.
Oh, that looks like a baby.
Read the front. Read what it says.
Yeah?
Read what it says. Turn it the other way.
The picture looked like a baby when it comes. I was looking for.
Yeah, we're pregnant.
Oh, we are saying, oh, baby. Oh, welcoming baby. Yes. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I've been waiting for all this time. Oh, wow. The baby coming. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. Yeah.
She's 14 weeks pregnant.
Oh, okay.
She's almost 4 months pregnant.
So, we're going to pray for the baby. Not God, that baby going to come. We're going to pray now. Keep praying for it. Going to be a boy, we don't know yet.
No, we don't
The
know.
doctor knows, but we...
Okay.
Straight?
Yeah, okay. Kinsley, you far a little bit, so come towards your brother. Vanessa, move to your right. Right there.
Left, you went to left.
Yeah, the left. I'm sorry. Okay. Terrell, the same. Left. Right there. Kemmins. Natalie's hair is blocking you a little bit. Okay, that's good. If you do that, Natalie. Perfect. Who's behind Kemmins? Stephanie. Me. Stephanie, you have to come to right there. Okay, let's do a test shot first. Let me make sure my camera's good. Okay.
Alright, so everybody say 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Eric and I are pregnant!
No, I'm pregnant for real.
I didn't know shit.
Is that that's the excitement? That's dry. Thanks, Natalie. I appreciate your excitement.
Are we good for the